In today's video, we're going to cover 5 fascinating facts about the popular but very confusingly named Australian Shepherd. Welcome back to the Fenrir Australian Shepherd Show. If this is your first time here, my name's Will. I'm a canine behaviourist and I'm the founder and CEO of FenrirCanineLeaders.com. This channel is dedicated to helping you learn everything that you could possibly ever want to know about the incredible Aussie Shepherd, then how to become high-level canine leaders that can raise perfect Australian Shepherd companions. So if you're a lifelong lover of this breed or you're just thinking about getting one, I promise you this channel is for you. So start your journey by hitting that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you never miss a future Australian Shepherd video. But let's dive straight into today's video. We're going to cover 5 facts about the Australian, but not technically Australian, Shepherd. So starting with our fact at number 5 is, did you know that most Australian Shepherds are born with long tails? While some Aussies do occur with naturally bobtails or partially bobtails, the majority are born with long tails. We are now seeing more and more Australian Shepherds keeping those long tails, especially in countries where docking is now prohibited, like here in the UK. The practice was not initially cosmetic, and it did serve a purpose. As Aussies are herding dogs, they were often working up close and personal with livestock, and the docking came about to prevent the stock from stepping on the dog's tail and severely injuring it. Now, coming in at our number 4 fact is that Australian Shepherds are incredibly intelligent breeds. While this can be an outstanding trait as it can make the breed very easy to train and teach new behaviours to a very high level, they are also clever. They may use this to their advantage to outsmart a novice and unsuspecting owner. The Australian Shepherd is also tireless and possesses a serious drive to work, which can make its extreme intelligence something of a double-edged sword if they are not exercised frequently and given proper mental stimulation. If there is too much of an absence of these things, the Australian Shepherd might very well find its own job, and most of the time it is something their owners do not appreciate them doing. For example, taking it on themselves to herd the children or other pets in the house, or simply finding it fun to destroy furniture or dig up carpets. Our fact at number 3 is how versatile this breed can be with the right direction and training. It is one of the reasons this breed is so popular and is the 17th most registered dog within the AKC. While many Australian Shepherds are still used for herding or as pets and companions, they excel at almost any job or task that you give them. They make excellent service and drug detection dogs. They also do very well in obedience and agility. The breed has also taken home ribbons from the show ring, like Caitlin Dye or Take a Chance, named Best in Show at Crufts 2006. They have also been used in Hollywood and appear on the big screen, like in recent movie Dog's Journey. There is truly no end to the possibilities of what an Australian Shepherd is capable of doing. And bonus fact, the Australian Shepherd has also been owned by some pretty famous people, such as director Steven Spielberg and the late Steve Jobs. Now, onto our fact in the number 2 spot is the miniature Australian Shepherd, or now formerly named miniature American Shepherd, is indeed a smaller version of the standard Australian Shepherd. Lots of Shepherds. The smaller version of this breed started being developed in the 1960s when some smaller sized Australian Shepherds were discovered working on the rodeo circuit. They were then selectively bred to reduce their size even further to create this new smaller, equally intelligent working breed. Now, finally, it's time for our number 1 fact. And did you know that the Australian Shepherd isn't an Australian breed at all? The story of the Australian Shepherd starts far away from Australia in Europe, near the Pyrenees Mountains to be exact, with a group of people called the Basque, and their localised herding breed, the Pyrenean Shepherd. In the 1800s, the Basque people set out for Australia in hopes of settling there. They, of course, brought their dogs with them. It was here that they started to cross their Pyrenean Shepherds with border collies and other collies that were imported from England. Now, it wasn't long after that the Basques decided that Australia wasn't really for them and decided to head to California to settle there instead. And it was the ranchers of California who saw the Basque dogs and started to call them Australian Shepherds and assumed that they were simply an Australian breed. These same California Rangers greatly admired the dogs and began to acquire them to use on their own ranches. It was then that the breed was further refined and became the Australian Shepherd that we know and absolutely love today. Now, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If so, make sure you hit that like button. Get involved down in the comment section below if you think there's anything that we missed or anything that you'd like to share with the community we have on this channel. We have 2 dedicated Australian Shepherd videos coming here every single week, so I can't wait to speak to you again on the next episode of the Fenrir Australian Shepherd Show.